shadowy conspiracy looms over the global political arena, where religious divisions are systematically weaponized. Groups lay in wait, intertwining power and influence, manipulating situations to exploit age-old tensions. Jewish leadership, particularly through Israel's Mossad, is said to orchestrate these insidious plots, leveraging their financial might to instigate conflict among communities. Positioned in the heart of strife, they incite Muslims to carry out attacks against Christians, creating a distorted narrative of innocence and victimhood that shrouds their motives. The unrest within the Middle East serves as the breeding ground for these covert strategies. Within the Israel-Palestine conflict, Jewish leaders have devised a plan to cast themselves as the perpetual victims of aggression. This narrative is essential for garnering global sympathy. To pave the way, Mossad purportedly funds militant groups, provoking violence against Christian communities. Instances of attacks on churches and innocent civilians across Europe and Africa, declared as acts of extremism, often trace back to sources aligned with Israeli interests. The media, in turn, magnifies this portrayal, branding Muslims as terrorists and diverting attention from the true puppet masters. This conspiracy is not merely about fostering conflict. It is intricately linked to justifying heinous acts against the Palestinian population. The narrative painted by Israeli officials frames their assaults as mere self-defense against the perceived Muslim threat. Behind this facade lies a calculated scheme, misrepresenting Muslims as aggressors while masking the underlying truth of oppression. Mossad operatives covertly weave propaganda, recruiting impressionable youth, luring them with financial incentives or warped ideologies. These individuals, when used to further agendas, allow the cycles of violence to persist, pushing Western nations to favor Israeli actions under the banner of combating Muslim terrorism. No, the ramifications of this conspiracy ripple far beyond its immediate goals, seeding distrust and animosity among religious communities worldwide. Christians and Muslims increasingly view one another through lenses tainted with misunderstanding and fear, while the true architects of discord revel in their success. With vast wealth that empowers their influence over banks, media, and even politics, groups like AIPAC, advocating for Israeli interests, further entrench this plot within the global narrative. Awareness is paramount. The watchful eyes of the world must turn to unearth this deception. Only through fostering religious unity can people counteract this manipulative force and restore the balance required to sustain global peace.